afternoon of NXT TakeOver 30. I am with none other than Triple H. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me. It's so weird doing these in the afternoon. I'm usually doing these at nighttime in a panicked rush between this and talking to talent and everything else. So this is quite relaxing, honestly.
Right? Well, we found out we had a chance to get you before the show. We're like, well, we can take
Yeah. And when you come a call,
he's here.
I'm here.
It's crazy though to think that it's NXT TakeOver 30. I feel super fortunate that I was able to be a part of NXT TakeOvers, whether I was ring announcing or backstage interviewing. But you've been a part of it, obviously, from the very beginning. So is there a particular takeover that maybe really sticks out to you when you thought, man, this is something special?
All of them. Like you said, it's crazy to think. This is 30. So like 30 of them have gone by. I think it's been like 7 years since we started this with Arrival. And ironically, right here at Full Sail. And we came back to that. And since then, we've gone from, the first thing to be seen on the WWE Network, the first live content to be seen on the WWE Network with Arrival, to shows here at Full Sail, to selling out Barclays, to selling out in London, to going to Japan, to going all over the world, selling out large arenas and doing it over and over again. I said it when it started and people were raving about it. Like, if we can do this, come back in 5 years, and if we're still doing this and it's still successful and people are still going crazy, I'll think we're onto something. And here we are at 30.
Wild.
Back here at Full Sail, and it's awesome to see it. And we've had such great people be a part of it, not only from the talent standpoint. We were just talking a few minutes ago about the people in the first Arrival. It was Cesaro, and it was Sami Zayn, and it was Neville, and it was Dallas and Breeze and all these people. And the landscape has changed so much, so dramatically. So many people that have come out of NXT and gone on, whether it's Charlotte and Becky and Sasha and Bayley or Asuka or, Shayna Baszler or, Braun or Seth or just so many people,
Yeah.
Finn Balor, Kevin Owens. It's just, you can go on and on.
Yep.
Yeah. And it's awesome to see, and I'm humbled by it, and thrilled that people are still as excited for today as they were 30 ago.
Oh, yeah. And one thing, though, that, there's always been a staple in takeovers were the live performances. And this year, NXT TakeOver 30 is to the sound of Metallica, which is a band that you have expressed your fondness for. So
I want to clarify that if they're not here live.
They're live.
Would have been spectacular. Yes, I couldn't pull that one off.
Oh.
But the music, and I'm sorry I just stepped on your feet.
I forgive you.
I won't ask them to show them because you don't have shoes on. But we talked about that for a while on the air. But the music to me plays such an important part in what we do. It sets the tone. It sets the vibe. Maya Angelou always said it's not what people say or what they do, it's how they make you feel that connects. Music makes you feel. Talent make you feel. The matches, everything that we do, it's about making you feel something inside, and that passion coming out of you. So the music is a big component of that. And over the years, man, we've just worked with so many great musicians and artists, from Code Orange to Bring Me the Horizon to Poppy. And
it's been really cool. You notice, like, they've all been taking the social media and talking about their favorite takeover moments lately. It's been really cool.
It's been amazing, and thank you to all of them. And then here we are at TakeOver 30, and we get arguably the biggest heavy metal band or rock band, or however you want to say it, of all time, and Metallica giving us the gift of their sound for this Moth to Flame and Frantic for this event. And growing up my whole life with them being the soundtrack to me growing up, and having them be a part of this and giving us the soundtrack to that, I just want to say thank you to Metallica because it's awesome.
That is really awesome. Well, when we talk about NXT, it's always about, the shift. And, again, we are here at NXT TakeOver 30. But what is something that has been a constant through it all?
There's been a lot of constants, and the fan base and the energy has been the biggest constant for me. But there's a lot of constants. When you look at the first one, and you talk about constants, and we'll have it here tonight, Corey Graves did commentary on the very first Arrival. He was here doing commentary, and he's going to be here tonight.
Yeah.
As a special guest. doing commentary. He begged and pleaded to be a part of this.
Of course he did.
And he's going to be here all night tonight doing commentary tonight for TakeOver 30. Corey Graves, the one and the only, and I'm really excited about that. But there's been another constant because there's been a lot of changes here and things that I'm excited about. But there's been another constant, and he went from doing commentary on Arrival as well to being probably the greatest general manager that I've ever seen. And he's here tonight making his big return.
I forgot the most handsome and suave and
I was going to say
debonair.
that. Welcome.
And driving force as well behind NXT. Part of the big reason why a lot of the talent are here, been a driving force behind the scenes, been a big mentor to a lot of the talent, helping them get to that next level. You know, this has always been about the future. We said it when we started this. The future is now. And him being such an integral part of the development of the future. I can't say enough about it, so welcome back.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you.
I'm sorry, we
How
couldn't
are
get
you?
your grandfather clock in the backdrop. I tried.
Oh, okay.
I tried to get it over here.
Actually broke, the other week.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Oh, okay,
Okay,
we're going to get it.
Still right towards the
Yes.
Well, listen, welcome. And, you know, why have both of you here? And again, I appreciate you both. I know everyone appreciates the both of you. I do want to run down the
By
matches
the
that
way,
are
25 years, man, we've been together.
25 years.
Yeah,
You guys are
a little
great.
bit longer than that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's it.
yeah.
26 now.
26. Yeah, it's been crazy. Yeah, with WCW, taking a young kid under his wing and sort of helping him get to the next level and gracious of him and to that point of helping the future come along. Still doing it.
And I still hang around with him because he's the only person that makes my nose look small still next to him. So,
Well, we're going to have.
Mr. Regal?
yes.
Just got word that Pat McAfee is arriving.
Oh.
Okay, thank you. Excuse
Okay.
me. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah.
Just
Well,
take
it's
it.
nice to see you.
Thank
Welcome back.
Thank you. Excuse me.
Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, well, I know you have a lot to get to as well, but I do want to talk to you about the matches that are happening
Yes.
tonight. Start with the pre-show. The number one contendership match for the NXT Tag Team Championship. We've got Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch, Joaquin Wilder, Raul Mendoza, and of course Breezango. Now, Imperium has been a force in the tag team division. Do you think any of these teams will have what it takes in the reign of Imperium?
So I can see any of them doing it. You know, Oni and Danny are probably two of the toughest guys here. Putting it all together sometimes has been the emotion almost gets the better of them sometimes. But I've seen them kind of coming into their own recently as a tag team to where when they're together, the sum of their parts are so much better than the individuals, and they're really coming into their own. Joaquin and Raul, you know, since they have come in here with Santos Escobar, just really setting a new definition of who they are and what they bring to the table. Amazing talent that as their comfort level grows, as they become more confident in that group, the sky is the limit. And then, of course, Breezango, who are always here putting a smile on our face, I think, with all the things they do. But when you look at Breeze and Fandango, you see two of the most accomplished performers individually that you can see. When they are serious, there's really, it's hard to find a tag team that can be better when they are serious. If they are serious tonight, they're a constant threat. And I think that any of those teams can be a threat to Imperium.
All right, well, Imperium, you better watch out. Okay, again, that's in our pre-show. Now let's talk about the show. When we think about takeovers, someone who is synonymous with takeover, and honestly, NXT, WWE is Finn Balor.
Yeah.
And he will be going up against Timothy Thatcher, who has only been here for a short period of time and is already going up with someone like Finn Balor. But if Finn Balor falls short tonight, do you think this is going to end the legacy that he's built over these years?
He makes a great point when he says it, Finn Balor. The world watches him. That is Timothy Thatcher's goal, is to make the world watch Timothy Thatcher. It's what he has tried to do since he got here, and he's been on a hell of a roll in doing it since he has walked in the door. When you walk through somebody as accomplished as Matt Riddle in the fight pit, when you beat them, when your teeth get knocked out of your head, you pick them up, hand them over to the referee, and still go on to beat someone as good as Matt Riddle. You are establishing yourself as one of the best, bar none. Timothy Thatcher has done that. Finn Balor has, of course, NXT champion, one of the longest reigning ever, and then going on to be the first Universal Champion. What a career he's had, everything that he has done, coming back here, reestablishing himself, reinventing himself as the Prince. This is going to be a hell of a match. Timothy Thatcher jumped on Finn Balor for all the right reasons to make a name for himself, but it's a lot easier to say than it is to do.
All right. Let's talk about the North American Championship ladder match. A lot of the superstars competing in this have, built names for themselves over the years, but this could be a big breakout moment for superstars like Cameron Grimes.
Yeah.
Bronson Reed, right? Straight to the moon.
Yeah, you look at this is exactly what Keith Lee said it should be. Keith Lee having the unbelievable 2019, becoming dual champion, NXT champion, North American champion, and giving up the North American title so people could have the opportunity they had to shine. And he wanted everybody to have that opportunity, and he worked with William Regal to make sure that opportunity would be taken advantage of. You see people taking that opportunity, run with it. Cameron Grimes, Damian Priest. Mm-hmm. You see Bronson Reed, I feel like Bronson Reed is on that same trajectory path that Keith Lee was on, of just unstoppable moments where you think, like, man, who is going to stop this guy? When you add into that people like Dream and Johnny Gargano, who are stalwart here and at any moment in time can be the best here. Mm-hmm. This is going to be an incredible match. You put that around a ladder, hang a title above them. This is going to be epic.
Oh, absolutely. Okay, speaking of epic, Mr. William Regal was just taken away because Pat McAfee has arrived. This is the first time that someone from the outside world has had a match in NXT ring. Again, he is going up against the longest running NXT champion, Adam Cole. Did you have maybe a difficult decision sanctioning this match, especially on such a big day like TakeOver 30?
So I put a lot of thought into it, but the truth is, Adam Cole coming to me wanting this match. Mm-hmm. Adam Cole doesn't ask for a lot. You can say a lot about Adam Cole, you can say a lot about the Undisputed Era, but when it comes to being a professional, being a consummate pro, and being at the top of his game, Adam Cole has been that since day one. He doesn't come asking for a lot. He doesn't come asking for favors. He doesn't come in demanding a lot of things. When he comes to me after what happened on that show and says, I want Pat McAfee, I want to embarrass this guy in front of the world. Okay. If he'll take the match, okay. Now, you call Pat McAfee an outsider. The one thing I know about Pat that very few people don't know is Pat retired from the NFL at 29 because he thought WWE stopped looking at superstars at 30.
Wow.
He has wanted to do this his whole life. This has been his career choice his whole life. He was just really good at a lot of other things, and the NFL came along and offered him a lot of money to kick a football really hard. And he did that better than anybody else to play that position. He said it the other day. He's earned millions of dollars in 7 different professions. He is a consummate athlete. When I look at this, I go, man, one of the best in the world in Adam Cole. Mistakes that people make in these situations is taking things lightly. Somebody walks into your world and you go, this guy's going to get, slaughtered because he doesn't know what's happening. He doesn't know the ins and outs. He doesn't know the tricks of the trade. You take that lightly, and somebody like Adam Cole takes that lightly. You can take a Pat McAfee and in one moment, with one kick, knock his lights out, and he's the one embarrassed in front of the whole world. Wow. Pat McAfee has everything to gain in this. Adam Cole has everything to lose in this. And that is the risk that Adam Cole takes. Now, would I still put my money on Adam Cole? You bet your ass.
Yeah, baby.
But it takes one. This is the technician and the puncher. Mm-hmm. It takes one shot, and that's all it's going to take. And if he hits that one shot, this could be a long night for Adam Cole.
Wow. Well, you were talking about something to not take lightly, and one thing not to take lightly, and you can agree with this, is the NXT Women's Division. We're looking at tomorrow at SummerSlam. You've got Sasha Banks, Bayley, and Asuka all competing for their respective titles, all 3 which came from NXT. So Would you agree that over the years, NXT has produced the best of the best when it comes to the women's division? And on that, how much does that mean then for Dakota Kai and Io Shirai to come out as the victorious ones tonight?
It's a big legacy to live up to. Mm-hmm. When you've seen that legacy in front of you, you mentioned it: Bayley, Sasha, Charlotte, Becky, Asuka, Shayna Baszler, Ember Moon, right? You go through that list, go on and on of all the women that have come through here that have been the absolute best, the best of the best. If you look at the division today, I'll put Io Shirai in that mix with all of them and make an argument that she could be in the very best of the best. Mm-hmm. Dakota Kai, I haven't seen anybody lay out Io Shirai like I've seen Dakota Kai do. There's something about getting inside a performer's head. There's something about getting inside an athlete's head when they begin to doubt themselves, and when that little bit of doubt creeps in, that's all you need. Somebody like Dakota Kai, especially with somebody like Raquel Gonzalez standing behind her.
Yeah.
That could be the factor. And how smart of Dakota. Raquel disappears just when you think she's gone, and EO is reliant on it's just me and it's Dakota, and Dakota's afraid of me, and Dakota is always leaning on others. Raquel comes back into the frame in the last second where you don't have time to prepare for it. That could be the difference maker in this. When you talk about the best of the best, they have a lot to live up to over the last 30 takeovers, but I'm confident in both of them that they can do it. This is going to be the match to watch.
So what I'm watching for. Finally, you got to talk about the NXT Championship. I mean, man, what a year Keith Lee has had from being a standing Team NXT at Survivor Series.
Yeah.
In the ring with likes of like Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, Seth Rollins.
And not only in the ring with them, but pushing them to their limits.
Exactly. He made history being the first ever NXT champion and NXT North American champion, taking down the longest reigning NXT champion. But along comes Karrion Kross, who has run rampage through the NXT roster. But also, he hasn't been here that long. Yeah, he picked up centuries, but I feel like, do you think people are forgetting all of these things that Keith Lee has done and maybe underestimating him right now?
Yeah, look, there's a great possibility that they are underestimating Keith Lee, and there's a great possibility that they are overestimating Karrion Kross, right?
Wow.
So you look at how great Keith Lee is, all the things that he has accomplished. You named all these names that he has gone through to get to where he is, from Roman Reigns to Dijakovic to Brock Lesnar to Adam Cole, to all the accomplishments that he's had. Then you look at Karrion Kross and you say, so what has he done since he's been here? Mm-hmm. He's had some victories, he's had some wins, but is he a proven commodity? It's aura, it's spectacle, it's aura, it's and you can feel it, but is aura enough? You know, I feel like Kross is in that Mike Tyson moment, and whether he comes out to be Mike Tyson or not will depend, but he's in that moment where he gets to the big name. And you're saying, man, everybody up till now has been scared to death of this guy, but he has yet to beat the big name, the big talent. He has yet to step up to that next level. He is now at the top of that next level.
Yeah.
Can he live up to that hype? Right now, all that hype and speculation is amazing, but can he cross the line? That's the gamble that Kross is taking.
Yep.
Right? Tick-tock. The time is ticking down. But is it to Karrion Kross proving that he is everything that aura says he is, and proving to the world that he is, and not only the next big thing, but it here in NXT? Or is he bit off more than he can chew, and that aura is not enough to carry him through the unstoppable force that has been and is Keith Lee?
Absolutely.
So to me, this one has that big fight, like the tension here. You can feel it. When I saw those guys arrive, you can feel it. I saw them get here. I saw the intensity of both. The tension in the air between those two is amazing. It feels like a big fight. It feels like I'm going to see something special. I don't know if I'm going to see all of that hype collapse or if I'm going to see all of that hype take it to a next level. I'm not sure, but either way, I can't wait to watch it.
It's going to be exciting. It's going to be crazy. It's definitely something that nobody wants to miss. It is NXT TakeOver 30. Triple H, thank you so much for your insight. I know you have a lot to get to. Make sure all of you are tuning in tonight. We will be streaming live on the WWE Network at 7 p.m. Eastern. See you guys.